Hello, you beautiful people. It's a friendly neighbor Pokémon, and as you can see, I'm actually trying to edit my team so I can bring in my highly trained Cobalion actually into the lineup, because for the tougher Diancie Escalations, I probably will be needing his power of 4 plus to actually get by more tougher bosses and tougher stages. So that's why this video took longer than it should, because I've been actually trying to train him up for quite a while. And as you can see, we're actually starting on stage 181, but I just want to let you guys know that from stages 151 all the way to stage 190, it is exactly the same format. Nothing is changed. After its 3 countdown disruption, it will summon 3 blocks, as you can see right here. And now we got Mega Melvite up and running pretty early. And as you can see, if you actually were to miss a 4 combo opportunity after it summons its 3 blocks, it will start to summon 4 rocks. As you can see, it will summon again because I missed another 4 combo opportunity. So if you guys actually plan on using Mega Gengar here, it's actually a good idea. But it is really advised for you guys to really try to maintain 4 combos throughout. And actually, if you bring Dialga here, Dialga can actually handle those 3 blocks without any problems. So Dialga can be actually pretty useful here as well. But as it is, the toughest thing is actually those 4 rock summons. So if you're good at spotting a 4 combo opportunity every single time, this stages should be no problem for you guys. But if there's a chance where the board can get really saturated with disruptions, then Mega Gengar might not be the best Mega. And you can just bring Mega Mawai to actually just keep getting rid of those disruptions. For the 3DS users, if you actually have Jirachi, this stage will be much easier if you're actually planning to use Mega Mawai here. But apart from that, it's the same stage. It's really manageable with either Mega Gengar or with Mega Mawai. I personally prefer Mega Mawai on these stages, but regardless, it is manageable, as you guys can see right here. So that is stage 181 down. So not too bad. So I'll be trying out stage 182, which I will just let you guys see it's exactly the same format as it is. And actually, I really wanted to continue this on the 3DS, but the problem is that if I want to attempt the stage 200 boss, I'll probably be needing to use a complexity. And the thing is, I don't ever use a complexity, like ever, on the 3DS. So because of this, or because of my self-imposed challenge, I'll be shifting onto the mobile version, where I actually give myself the luxury to actually use complexities without wanting to store them or whatnot. So yeah, so that's why I'm actually continuing on the mobile versions from the stage 200 boss all the way to stage 300. So yeah, that's basically it. So as you can see, it's exactly the same disruptions. It will just summon those 3 blocks right at the start, after the 3 combo, after its first 3 turns, and yeah, after that it's just a matter of just trying to get that 4 combo hit, as you can see right here. So if you were to get a 4 combo, as you can see, there will be no rocks summoned. And we actually got Mega Mirror up and running, so even if we were to summon rocks, as you can see right now, Mega Mirror is one Mega that can really handle it well. So this will be actually a much tougher stage for mobile users. No surprise there, but well, that's mobile for you, I guess. But again, it can be manageable. These stages actually, the toughest stages will be those stages 191 all the way to stage 199, and of course the 200 boss. But not to worry, as you can see right here, Cobalion's power 4 plus really coming in handy, and that's another stage down. Alright, so this will be the final example to show that how actually these stages from 151 to 190 can be really manageable. So same thing again, first 3 turns you get the first 3 blocks, get them out of the way if possible, and just really secure those 4 combo hits as much as possible. So if you guys can actually even leave some comments in the comment section, maybe what stage are you at, what stage might you be having trouble with, but don't worry, I'll be pretty sure to cover all the remaining Diancie stages from basically all the way until stage 300. There is a good possibility that I might need to use jewels on stage 250 and stage 300, but that's another case altogether. Hopefully that does not happen, but it probably will, since I won't be using Mega Stats or Disruption Delays on this. So hopefully it goes out well, hopefully for the future boss stages. So we got Poisonous Mist activated there, and as you can see, stage 183 is done with enough moves left itemless. So yeah, it can be pretty manageable. Alright, so now we'll actually be jumping all the way to stages 191 all the way to stage 199. So now this stage, or at least these stages, will be much tougher, but it can still be managed itemless. So as you can see, entirely different disruptions where it's actually summoning columns of rocks. Pretty much before even the stages start, it will summon 2 columns of rocks. So I want to show you guys that this, I'll be using both Mega Gengar and Mega Milroy on these stages to show that yes, both these Megas are actually pretty much good enough to actually get by these stages. But personally, if you guys prefer to use Mega Gengar, it is really advised to really try to get rid of as many rocks as possible to really try and bring out the best in Mega Gengar. So as you can see, it can really be a hassle when there are really too many rocks here, which will give any Megas a difficult time, but especially I feel Mega Gengar as well. Right, so in these stages, especially for mobile players, it can really come down to the wire sometimes, and sometimes you actually will have to depend on the luck of Diancie summoning columns of rocks, hopefully in the same location at the same time. So let's say if it summons the columns of rocks on the extreme left side, hopefully it will keep summoning those rocks exactly on the same place again and again. Sometimes you can luck out from there if you guys really want to do this itemless, and I would really recommend you guys doing this itemless, because in the future stages, especially on the final stages from 295 to 299, there is a very high chance that you will probably be using items. Yeah, so that's basically it. But as you can see, Mega Gengar is actually pretty fast. Alright, so we're almost getting the stage done. So as you can see, every time it will summon, every time when Diancie actually does his summon, after the stage starts, it will always be 3 columns of rocks. The only difference is before the stage starts, it will actually summon 2 columns of rocks already on the stage. Alright, so we actually got Poisonous Mist activated there. Not too much damage done, but regardless, it was enough to actually beat off stage 192. Alright, so now we're actually attempting stage 193, again using a Mega Gengar team. So the same principle applies. It's always good to get Mega Gengar up and running before its initial 3 countdown timer ends. If not, the stage will probably be too saturated with rocks before you can get any Mega up and running. So pretty much from this point on, it's just actually trying to find combos. It's like your standard turn-based stages. Just trying to get enough combos, hopefully to end the stage fast while the board is actually open. Because once the board gets too saturated with disruptions, then it can really be tough. And as you can see, a really nice 25 combo there. And now it will start to summon 3 columns of rocks. And unfortunately, it did not summon exactly on the same at the same place. But regardless, we actually did a lot of damage at the start of this stage, so things are looking pretty good here. Alright, so there's a power of 4 plus activating for us. And hopefully, as you can see right there, the columns of rocks actually summoning at the same place. And if it's towards the column, or at least if you got 4 columns of the board to work with, then I think it's pretty good. That you can still keep enough combos going. But always to make sure that you keep trying to break those rocks as much as possible. Exactly like those boss stages. Even though you keep summoning 4 rocks, it's always good to actually keep breaking those rocks so you can really open the board up more for more combos. Alright, and with that, simple as it, stage 193 is actually completed as well. Alright, so now it's time for the final boss stage. So with this, I will be probably using +5 moves, attack power and a complexity. I do not want to touch my free mega starts and my free disruption delays. I don't need to even explain about the EXP boosters, but I'm really hoping these items will be enough to actually get by the boss stages. And there is a very high chance that I'll be using this same team on stages 250 and stage 300 as well. Now apologies for that shortcut in the video because I actually had Facebook notification spam throughout, but what I did was I just matched the Crobat and the Gengar side by side on the 4th roll. So that was pretty much it. It was a 2 combo, nothing much happened. Okay, so now the thing I wanted to do is I wanted to really break up those. I really want to break up the topmost barrier, which was actually Dialga and the Cobalion right at the top as well. So sometimes you guys actually really need the luck of a very good starting board. Really right at the start. If you can really clear the topmost barriers right at the beginning, I think this stage will be much easier for you guys. So that really comes down to luck as well, unfortunately. But regardless, we actually got Mega Gengar up and running. So now it's a matter of just clearing those rocks, and really trying to open the board so Mega Gengar can really do its thing. Alright, so there's actually quite a lot of power of 4 opportunities for Cobalion, but I wanted to go for the one that can possibly give me a big combo. So that was a pretty good 9 combo, I guess. So now the thing is actually it's going to dissolve its barrier soon, so part of me wanted to keep the Mega Gengar icons there, but unfortunately I made the move on the left side hoping that there might be a chance Mega Gengar might hit, there might not be a chance. Mega Gengar did his thing, and so the combos actually kept coming, which was actually pretty good. Alright, so we got another 10 combo there. Those really help since Mega Gengar is not really a super effective Mega, but because it acts as a pseudo complexity -1, on top of the complexity that we're actually even using, it can really help in these stages, but as always we really should try to get rid of the rocks as soon as possible. Alright, so now is, as usual, trying to get rid of as much disruptions as possible. So you got the Crobat, the barrier Crobat out of the way. But having said that, here comes another barrier disruption. So again, the same thing. If it would be a good idea to actually try and cluster the Mega Gengar icons in the center. So if it were to get activated, at least you can clear most of the barriers if the Mega Gengar is within the barrier itself. So we actually lucked out there a bit with the Dialga disruption actually getting out of the way. So now we just have the remaining Crobat before Diancie will summon more rocks onto us once again. So 7 moves left. It's looking quite promising. So on these stages, if you are actually planning on using Mega Mile without using Mega Start, I think it's probably not a good idea because of how clustered the initial board was actually. Alright, so 6 moves left. As you can see, actually summoned its barriers once again, but it's managed such a way that I was actually able to clear out 2 barriers, or at least hold 3 of them in one go. So sometimes you really need to luck out with maybe even proper planning of what your icons might look like just before it summons its barriers. So pretty much only recommend Mega such as Mega Rayquaza, Mega Diancie, and Mega Noroi for these stages. Mega Star Aerodactyl might only probably help on the first stage, or at least on the starting board itself. Assuming that you can even make a Mega Aerodactyl match on the starting move. Assuming that. So I would really advise not to use Mega Aerodactyl here. And yeah, just go for those three Megas like I said. But anyway, as you can see, we actually managed to defeat stage 200 boss with 2 moves remaining. With pretty limited items. Assuming that I did not even use a Disruption Delay, which is probably the most valuable item for this stage. Alright, so stage 300 is clear. The Mega Speed Up is ours. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, drop a like, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next